would you ever cheat your handicap and not play golf on a windy day in order to protect it? How would you answer that?
I'd say maybe Brad Close has given you something there.
Completely fell for it. Hung up and I didn't know what was going on, and he called me back later as my brother pissing himself, so got me in a vulnerable time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Audio.
Jeez, you're doing great. Fellas, welcome to Players. Now, I'm not sure how much footy media you guys take in, but there was a massive debut over the weekend, and it's massive in two senses of the word. Tom Hawkins for the Old Melburnians came out there. Have a look at the footage here. Unfortunately, he had to have the shorts painted on because they didn't have any in his size in stock, but have you guys ever been in a game? Now, when he walked out there, he was twice the size of anyone else. He made everyone else look like juniors. Have you guys ever had a game in juniors or anything along those lines where you were just absolutely dominant? What was your best game across your junior footy career?
Oh, I'm from Cairns, and there's a big rugby background up there. So footy is obviously not the number one sport. So there's probably a few school footy games and stuff like that you know, there's blokes running out and runners and not great quality. So you can sort of get away with kicking a few goals and getting a bit of the footy.
Yeah, I can't really even think back. I don't really think I dominated much footy when I was a junior, but you'd probably have to go back to when I was under 9s, under 10s, when I was trying to dodge and weave through everyone. So, it's I've never had a day where I've kicked 10 or.
What about the last quarter against the D's?
I mean, I probably only had 2 good kicks and they were at goal, so that's always positive. Yeah.
Till about under 13s, I reckon I was a head taller than everyone. So I used to play out of the square, kicked a few bags in the day, and then everyone caught up, and then I was back to half back.
What about we go all the way back to your youthful days? Now, some of you, those are still well and truly alive, but the draft. Now, it's always an interesting process. We're approaching it again for the AFL season, but did you have one of your mates call you up and pretend to be a club at one stage?
Yeah, so my brother and my best mate came up as well. The whole family did. And they were obviously in a separate room. I had a meeting that morning with Eddie Maguire, just like a radio interview. And I think, I can't remember what time, but say it was like 9 a.m. I was meant to be on with him and receive a call. I got a call at 8:45 from a no caller ID. Sounded not like him, but it was like the guy behind the scenes setting everything up, and completely fell for it. Hung up and I didn't know what was going on, and he called me back later as my brother pissing himself, so got me in a vulnerable time.
What about you? Have you got any draft stories?
I do. I mean, I missed a pretty important interview with Carlton. I was about 55 minutes late.
Potentially for the best?
I don't say that, mate. But no, I missed the interview. They had picked 10 at the time. I went pick 16 to the Dogs, so I was 55 minutes late to that interview. I remember I was meant to get a tour of the facilities, and they were pretty much going to show me my locker. It was my understanding of it. Probably wasn't the case, but when I walked in, they sort of ushered me into this one meeting room. I was there for 15 minutes, and then I went straight back in the car. How
did you end up 55 minutes late?
The Eastern was pretty blocked up that day, so I remember sort of getting onto the freeway at Chandler Highway, and I was like, I'm in trouble here. I'm not going to make it. And I didn't really have any of their numbers to call and be like, g'day guys, I'm actually going to be an hour late. So I just sort of sat there and was stewing over it for, however long I was in the car for. It was not great.
Have you had any weird pre-draft interviews when you're going for clubs? Because it's a big thing in America. Have you had any weird ones over here when you were going through the process?
Not really. My draft process was pretty simple. Being in the Suns Academy, it was sort of my draft night. I sort of knew I was going to the Suns. I knew the Swans would bid on me. I think it was pick 10 at the time, and the draft night was probably a bit of a different experience to what other boys are going through, maybe moving from home and stuff like that. So that was my draft story, but I didn't really have any wacky questions or anything like that.
If you were presented the question, would you ever cheat your handicap and not play golf on a windy day in order to protect it? How would you answer that?
I'd say maybe Brad Close has given you something there.
Zach Toohey.
Zach Toohey, oh yeah.
He said that at the slightest breeze, you will not go out and play in order to protect your handicap, which is, what is it?
No, it's about 4 or 5 at the moment, but I am a bit of a fair weather golfer. Coming down from Queensland, it was always sunny and easy conditions, and down here it can get a bit windy at 13th Beach and tough, so no, it's good from Zach.
Now, what were you guys like in school as well? Because your mates, if you ever get into legal trouble, Christian, you're cooked, because they're going to snitch on you right away. We called them and they just absolutely gave us everything. We're going to go some rapid fire questions on your school time. Are you ready?
Go for it.
You used to get out of class by saying you had to get taped at footy.
True.
Is that true? You used to change bad grades on tests.
Yeah, I did do that in year 2 and year 3.
Now, let's have a look at one of the images, because it's not just a little one. You've changed what's I believe, a 10 out of 60 to a 440 out of 461. Talk us through what happened here.
Oh, my God. I was in year 2 there, so I was pretty quick on the ball back then. Yeah, I think I might have been Japanese or something.
Nice.
I don't know how you've got that.
That once. We've done some digging here, and they've even corrected it down there. You know it's bad when they've had to correct it.
I used to write as well notes and sign them off as the teacher, but there was a few times I'd cross them out too when she'd write something bad, but when I used to try and scribble it out, it would be in pencil. So I just use the eraser and just read the note, and obviously it got back to my parents.
Too easy to tell. What about this one? And I love this one. You pretended your cello fell in the pool so you didn't have to practice.
Yeah, that's true.
How did that come about?
I wasn't really big on my music, but it was mandatory at Brighton Grammar, so tried every excuse under the sun just to try and get out of a few things.
What about you were asleep 30 minutes before your Year 12 exams?
Nah, that's a bit of mayo. I wasn't asleep.
I reckon that one's a lie. Okay, so how many of those? So we've hit 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
As being correct there as well. Let's have a look at the graphic though. This is what we got sent in of you apparently 30 minutes before your Year 12 exam. Now, life's worked out pretty well for you, so I don't think it had too much of an impact.
I don't know where you've got this from, honestly.
Now, what about this one? You charged people $10 to come to a football party at your house.
That is true. I made about $1,500 from that.
Now, did you make a lot of that money? Because it says here you charged some people $25 to $50 and in brackets, nerds.
Nah, that wasn't the case. There was a few people that came a bit late. That's not true. There was a few people that came late. They were a few years below. They said, could we come in? And I'm like, oh, it's busy as in there. I was at my parents' house. I said, come back in half. They're like, oh yeah, we'll pay whatever. They did come back in half an hour. I'm like, it's pretty busy, but if you pay $50 each, you could come in. So I got $150 off them. They've walked in and it's half empty, so no refunds.
I think that might be considered fraud at some places. What about you guys? What were you like in school?
Yeah, I think I was an average student. I probably switched off through Year 12 a little bit when I realised I was probably going to be getting drafted.
Nice.
So
worked out well.
It worked out okay.
I sort of went to 3 different schools. Went to
one of them.
Went to a boy and girl school, obviously co-ed, sorry.
Yeah.
Is the word I'm looking for. Up until year 8, went to an all-boys school in Cairns, year 9, 10, 11, 12, and then moved to the Gold Coast and did year 12 there. So chopped and changed a bit, but I just enjoyed sport, learning, but nothing crazy.
What about, so after you moved from school, you've gotten over to the Cats eventually, and you had to do a past players function. How did that one work out for you?
Yeah, well, being at the Cats was my first year. We had to do an appearance at half-time of one of our games. I was injured at the time, and it was a past players function, and went down there, and the Q&A guy asked me how I enjoyed my time on the Gold Coast at the Suns. I said, well, what I meant to say was, yeah, I really enjoyed it, had a great time there, but didn't have as much success as I would have liked. And I sort of choked on my words a bit, similar to what I did before. And he was like, I said, obviously enjoyed my time on the Gold Coast, but didn't have as much sex as I would have liked. And the crowd obviously pissed themselves. And I went back for an appearance recently, actually, and the guys behind the bar remembered it and rubbed it in, and asked me how my sex life was going. So
The worst place to tell that is a bunch of old heads that you're going to run into constantly after that. Great work, We're going to cut to a break. Phone roulette coming up after this. So get your phones out. I'm going to take one of them, spin a big wheel, and I'm going to work out who we're calling. All right?
Players is brought to you by Chemist Warehouse. Save more money every year on your prescriptions.
Boys, it's time for phone roulette. All thanks to 99, the sleep that you've been dreaming of. So we've got this big old wheel behind me, and for the first time, we've actually got 3 great photos of the people that are on the panel. We're going to spin this one up. Whoever it lands on, I'm taking your phone and FaceTiming whoever I want, all right? Here we go. Where are we going to land? There we go. Jack, hand it over. Now, we've had some success with Geelong guys on here as well. We had Ross Lyon. You have a very angry coach, so I'm quite scared to call Scott, I reckon.
yeah, if we could shy away from that, that'd be good.
What about you guys? If I had grabbed your phone, who's the last person in your phone that you were wanting me to call?
Probably Bailey Fritsch.
How come?
Pretty unreliable.
What about you, Ed?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what you're going to get with the coach, so maybe wouldn't want to call Bevo.
What about, so you said you're a keen golfer.
Yep.
What about Darcy? I've heard Darcy McPherson's a keen golfer, is he?
Yeah, he's good. He goes right.
And I don't know what he's doing these days as well. So have you got his contact in your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, let's try to hunt that one down. What's he getting up to these days? We'll ask him, but...
Yeah, it's life after footy at the moment. He's running a little landscaping business on the side with his brother. He's getting into his PT. He's captain of North Melbourne in the VFL as well.
Well, we don't even need to call him. We've
Yeah,
got all the info there. Well, there you go.
yeah.
You say hi to him.
All right, see how this goes. Hopefully he picks up. Oh,
He's not going to screen you, is he?
What have you done there?
I'll shoot me too.
You're on a TV show, brother.
How we going?
Hi, mate.
Hey, brother.
How you done that?
Bought into a muesli bar.
How do you
Oh,
chip it?
geez.
What was the muesli bar made of?
Made out of concrete. I needed to harden up.
Oh, well, zoom in on that one for us.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Fair
Has that
time.
just happened?
It's no good.
Yeah, it happened yesterday before footy.
Jesus. Well, we're at Channel 9 here, and Tom Morris has actually got a fantastic dentist that should hopefully be able to get something done for you there if you need something fixed up. Tony Jones as
Oh,
well. We've got
absolutely.
plenty of dental work going around this place.
Yeah, I need
What's,
to get the chompers fixed up.
what's life after footy like for you?
Life after footy is pretty much this. So, moving into a rental as we speak.
Wow.
But I've started my own business in garden landscape. And obviously did my certificate 3 and 4 in fitness up on the Gold Coast for fitness, and got a job down here in Ascot Vale. So we're living in Moonee Ponds, me and my partner Ella. So yeah, just settling in around the area now.
What's Jack like as a roommate?
Pretty messy.
Pretty good story. But
He cooks a good spaghetti marinara.
Oh yeah.
He's not bad behind the tools in the kitchen.
Show us the grand plans for the rental that you've got there. Are you going to do a bit of work to it, or what's going on? It looks nice from the little preview we got.
Oh yeah, they
love
had a
what you-
couch here before.
Yeah,
They've
love
left
what you've
couch
done with
here
the place.
for us. But yeah, just trying to deck it out, get some measurements with the jackhammer measuring tape, the Jack Bowes hammer. But yeah, we're just trying to work out the spaces for fridges, etc.
What's Darcy like as a roommate? Because he's said that you're not too bad.
Darcy's great. Very clean, good cook, very handy on the tools as well. Being a landscaper, he's good in the garden too.
Perfect. Hey, well, Darcy, thanks for joining us. You get that tooth fixed up, all right?
Yeah. Let us know your connections and I'll get it done.
You know, Tony Jones has got, he's had a couple of trips, I reckon, so he might be able to help you out.
Good stuff. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, he's-
Cheers. Bye.
It's a good man.
He's done well there.
Good man. It
Good
looks like a
sport.
pretty decent rental as well, so he must be doing life after footy's treating him all right.
Cash must be coming in from the
There we go, there we go. Well, let's jump right into Footy Reels as well. All thanks to Rexona, designed to work as hard as you do. Now, usually we do little footy highlights, some stuff from the local league, stuff like that, but Guinea's flipping the bird to the fans has inspired me for this week. I'm a big fan of freeing the bird. I think that you guys cop that much sort of shit over the fence. You should be able to give it back with just that gesture. Maybe not yelling out, but at least doing that. So we're going to rank some of the all-time dummy spits in this one. So let's go to the first one here. It's BT, having an absolute mare in this one. Now, you always want to look intimidating when you're out there on the footy field, but I'm just not sure that's really how you do it. Just throwing the fist up in the air right at the umpire. So you've got to rank the dummy spit from 1 to 10 there. What do we give that one?
It's pretty good from Bristle.
That's the old oi order. See, nowadays you'd be given a 100-metre penalty for that. 8?
I reckon that's an 8. Yeah, he's gone pretty hard at the ump there.
He's got it at 8. I think that's the first time we've ever had everyone on the same page with this one as well. Someone usually goes a 1 or a 100. Now let's go to the nicest man in football, in Matthew Richardson. But you put him between those white lines and he gets a little angry, just flipping it out on the outside. He probably has more flip the bird moments in his career than anyone else, I think, including this one when he got given away a free kick. And how good's this? You cop a tackle, bang. He is the nicest man in football, Matthew Richardson.
Was he getting fined for that back in the day?
Mate, I don't think he was getting fined for any of that back in the day. You could get away with a whole lot more.
Pretty good reel.
I don't mind the passion.
There we go, 7.
I'm giving it a 10 because he gave it the little kiss before he gave the bird.
That's the best one. You got to add a bit to that one. Now, Rodney Eade is famous for some absolute blow-ups. You were with him for a year, the crossover was. Did you ever see one in person?
There was a few, I probably can't tell on camera, but I remember my first game, obviously debuting, a bit going on, nervous, anxious, whatnot. Quarter time, I didn't come forward to defend, and he sort of came over to me. And when he grabs you there on the arm, he knew you were in trouble. He came over, he said, "You know better," and he took it easy on me, but that was sort of the scariest moment I had with Rocket. But yeah, he knew how to give a spray. Well,
lucky you weren't Will Minson, because let's have a listen to this one.
I want a spare! Who's f***ing Blake's man?
Who is it, Willow?
It's Mitch. Come on, Mitch! Fucking work, Mitch! Fucking get him off!
Yeah,
Get Minson off!
he's coming off. Get him back off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him
Minson
off.
off!
Rocket, we can't hear. We can't fucking hear.
Unbelievable stuff. Where do you rank that one?
I mean, that's gone nuclear.
Yeah.
Poor Minson. I mean, that's a 10.
That's a 10 right there. Okay, we got an honourable mention as well. Jeremy McGovern, of course, doing his retiree lap around Optus Stadium. How about the little one here? His son just flipping the bird to the crowd as he does. As he does the lap there. That's actually...
When was that on the weekend?
Yeah, it's on the weekend. That was his son. Oh, God. Hey, break. A lot more coming up next. How good is that, though, little man?
Was that actually on the weekend?
Players is brought to you by Nighty Night, for the sleep you've been dreaming of. Liquid IV. Step up your hydration with Liquid IV. And INC. Power tomorrow today with INC. Shop now at Chemist Warehouse.
Here we go, fellas. It is time for the Sunday Footy Show Handball Challenge. But it's a little bit different to what they do on the Sunday Footy Show because a teammate of yours has inspired this. Matt Kennedy came on a couple of Sundays ago and brought this out. Left-handed, admittedly a little bit harder, but he's missed the entire board, not once. Tony Jones goes in for the kiss there and just gets rejected once more, but he's gone not once, but twice he's missed the board. Now, it had me thinking. He's one of the best players in the game. He's very slick with his hands. It's 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning that they filmed this. Maybe he'd been out on the Saturday and he's come in and he's just had a few too many and he's just been a little bit under the weather when he's coming in. That's what it's resulted in. So we're going to put you guys through the challenge. So here's what's going to happen. I've got these vision impairment glasses. Now, I know you guys are prime athletes, probably don't drink. After you've had a few too many, this is what it looks like. We know it very well. This is what it looks like. So you're going to be... You as well, Tommy. Okay, we've all been there. You're going to put those on. So we'll take you through the challenge. I'm going to start the clock. You're going to be timed, and the loser is going to be door-stopped by Tom Morris on the 9 News tonight. So you're going to have to answer all those questions tonight. So what you're going to do, you're going to put these goggles on, you're going to make your way over here. It's 8 a.m. on the Sunday morning, a little bit under the weather. You've got to make yourself a coffee to get ready. Coffee, milk, 1 thing of sugar. Once you've done that, once you've made the coffee, you come over here to Tom Morris. He's got the footage of the nightclub from last night. He's the best journalist in the game, investigative journalist. You've got to take this footage out of his pocket and you've got to snap it. You went to a nightclub that still works with CDs, so it was just, maybe it was Retro Lounge, that's what it was. Once you've done that, you've got to come over here, grab the footy. It's a little bit closer than what Kennedy had to do. 5 handballs each. You've got to get it. You've got to get a 10. You've got to keep going until you get a 10, all right? We're all across it? Well, let's kick it off. I've got the stopwatch.
Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Good luck, fellas. Remember, that footage is damning, so you've got to get that out. You ready? You're going to start with you, Ed?
Yep.
Chuck them on.
Rightio.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Rightio.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
0.8 is bullshit.
There we go. You need a bit of energy. Oh, we're just doing it with the hands.
Yep.
Here we go.
Hey, where were you last night?
Get out a bit with your colour journalism. Right, there's the footy.
There we go. Here's the footy.
Is that close?
You were close. You were close.
Almost.
That's 2.
Righto.
Must be.
If you don't get a 10, you got 2 more. You get a 30-second penalty.
This is hard enough with goggles on.
You got 1 more. 1 more chance.
Last one. Righto.
You're at 44 seconds. Here we go. No 10. There is something. So that's 50 seconds, 30-second penalty. Your time's going to be 1:20. There is something with the dogs and handballing at the moment. Was that a little bit harder than you thought it
That
would
was
be?
way harder than I thought it was going to be.
What's the one thing is you got the CD.
You got the CD.
Yeah, I got the CD.
That vision is gone. You got another one in your pocket ready to go,
Yes,
Tom?
there we go.
Nearly
You got another one?
Almost,
You ready, Jack?
To me to
Your
go?
turn.
All right.
That's actually super hard, wasn't it?
yeah, that was harder than I thought.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, fuck. What am I doing there?
You got to grab the cup.
Coffee. There we go.
It looks like.
I haven't been this drunk before.
Is the coffee hot?
Oh, it's boiling hot.
You got almond milk?
Yep. They don't serve that in Geelong. It's actually doing it all right.
Good.
Oh,
Well done.
all right.
Jack, where were you last night? Anything to say for yourself?
Piss off, Tom.
This is their chance to say that.
Fuck it, now where's your CD?
There we go. You got to pick up the pace. Here we go. You got 5 handballs.
Oh, God.
Oh, way up top. Here we go. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. No one's got a 10 yet. That's 5. That's 5.
Is that 5?
Bang. Double up. That's it. It just works through the tree there.
So,
You're 1 second
sick.
slower. 1 second slower than Ed.
I'm copying some abuse here, fairly.
You are.
Gunner journalism. Piss off, I got the finger up. Tights, play on.
They've been thrown in.
Nothing I've
Okay.
done before.
So you got. This is for all the marbles right now. You got to get
I
a
was going like-
minute 28.
oh yeah, was I going high? I thought it was way up there.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, fuck.
It's barely at the cup.
Here we go. Chuck some milk in.
Yeah, it's good.
Jeez, you've been here before, Christian.
Yeah.
Natural.
Yeah, good. Christian, I heard you on Chapel Street last night. Please keep your hands off me. Where were you last night?
Okay, you're making good time here. The CD's done. The footage is gone. No one even knows you were out.
Oh, not far away.
One camera's gone.
Oh, it's cool. It's actually
You get that one again.
Yeah, almost. Fuck.
All you need to do is hit a 10 and you win. Take your time.
One more.
That one more?
One more. You got to get it in. And we've broken the monitor. Fantastic.
Well done, guys.
You were the quickest by 2 seconds. Jack, you're getting door stopped, unfortunately.
Who were you with last night, Jack?
No, way.
Fantastic work, guys. See, it's a little bit harder. You can feel a little bit better for Matt Kennedy there because if you're just a bit under the weather, it's not that easy to handball. Quick break, plenty more coming up next. You were an expert at that. You were dangerously good. Polydent Retainer and Mouthguard and Chemist Warehouse are giving you the chance to win a truly money can't buy experience. You can win a chance for one of us to come and visit your footy club for a training session. Now, entering is simple. You visit the Chemist Warehouse competitions page where you'll find the Polydent Retainer and Mouthguard win page. Now, once you're there, you enter your details plus information on how you traditionally clean your mouthguard. But here's a tip. Whatever you've been doing, you should try Polydent Retainer and Mouthguard Cleanser tablets. It's a simple, easy way to help remove odours and stains. Terms and conditions apply. It's time for Clickbait Cauldron, thanks to Polydent, crystal clear technology for cleaning your mouthguard. Now, fellas, we're going to jump right into the Clickbait Cauldron here. You got some tiles next year with some stuff that we've found out about you or we think that you might like or potentially hate, and you're going to rank it from best, which is 1, 5 is worst. So you're going to kick us first.
All right. Rock Salt Cafe. It's the old family cafe. It's sold now, so I'm going to put it at 5.
Did it sell for a good price?
Very good price.
He's
Already at 5.
for 5. So it's been you've gone straight.
Yeah, we've done good. So
Okay, nice.
move on to the next
Where
one.
was it? A cafe?
Monopoly.
Well, turn it around and show the camera as well.
This used to be a every week thing growing up. A lot of arguments, a lot of cheating. I'll put it at 3.
Did you? We've been told that potentially you were a sore loser in Monopoly. Is that true?
Just competitive. There's a lot of rules that people take a different way, so we'll leave it at that. Nathan Buckley.
Oh, yeah. Give me that one. No. Who let Tom Morris put this stuff in there? Give me that. No, that one's going out of there. Sorry about that. Continue on.
All right. Tabbouleh. Yeah. Being Lebanese heritage, this is a staple, so that's going number 1. That's my favourite meal.
There was I think in 2014, there was an ebook that came out with your famous tabbouleh recipe, the family tabbouleh
yes,
recipe.
they came over to the house and filmed. My mum's cooking up a big feed, so it was elite.
Nice.
She does cook up the best feed I've ever had. Cleveland. I should have put this one. I've got a lot of family in Cleveland. Follow the Cavs. Lucky to see him win the chip in 16, so I'll put that at 2.
So your dad's over in Cleveland, is that right?
He was born in Lebanon and lived in Cleveland. He moved to Cleveland for about 10, 12 years. So most of my cousins and uncles and aunties are all over there. So get over there when I can. It's not a great place to visit, to be fair. Robin Van Persie. I wonder who put this in. Big Arsenal supporter. And he obviously left us, went to Manchester United, and won the league there, so I don't really want to rank this, but I'll have to go at 4.
Well, you've ranked it above the cafe that you're clearly now trying to tank after you've already sold it. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. Jack Higgins just went from 5 straight up to 1, so you've gone more tactical there. You're up, Ed.
Rightio. First off the bat, Sam Darcy's pranks. So people that don't know, he was on the show. He probably talked about how he likes to prank the boys around the club. Some of them are pretty pathetic, to be honest. But he's had a couple of good ones. He probably goes at 50% strike rate, so we'll go somewhere in the middle.
What's the best one that he's rolled out?
I mean, he likes to put fish in people's cars or stuff that's going to, ruin the smell of the car. So that one comes to mind straight away. I think he might have bought like a whole fish. I think it was $60 a kilo or something, a turbo or something. And he put it in someone's car and completely ruined the scent in there. So
Stuff's all good until someone becomes a serial killer and they look back on that sort of stuff. Have you guys got any pranksters at your club?
I think Max Holmes and Ollie Henry, they go at it a fair bit. There's a clan, they sort of battle with each other. Max Holmes put in the WhatsApp the other week, he's like, who sent the Jehovah's Witness to my door? And just stuff like that where, yeah, they're pretty rogue, those young fellas.
Jesus. So did someone actually send a Jehovah's Witness to the door?
Oh, we haven't figured it out yet, but Max actually bought me we watched Origin, Queensland and New South Wales, and I'm a Queensland supporter, been from there. And he went and bought a New South Wales jersey from Adidas. Before the series had started. They won the first one, and without me knowing, he was going to give it to me in my locker and, obviously take the mickey a bit, but Queensland came back and won the next 2, so...
Dominant.
Joke's on Max.
Rightio, next one. We got the Birmingham Police. So, I don't know who's giving you this. A funny story, actually. I was at a a Bucks party, Alex Keith's Bucks. It was over in Birmingham. His lovely wife's from there. So I actually got a ride home from the police because my phone died at the last venue we were at, and so I tried to get an Uber on 1%, left the venue because the Uber was apparently 2 streets away for some reason. Phone died while I was walking there, so I went back to sort of find the boys again, and they'd all vanished. So I was stranded in Birmingham. Couldn't find any cabs. There's no cabs, no nothing. Couldn't get an Uber. Obviously, phone was dead. So I managed to track down a police car, and yeah, they were lucky enough to. They dropped me at a cab rank. All the cabbies were asleep. They're all sleeping in their car, and so they tapped on the window. This one bloke's like, "Piss off! Like, I don't want your business." And then he shone the light in there, the policeman, and the cabbie had to take me to took me to an ATM straight away so I could get cash out, and it was £100 to go 25 minutes. So stung me a fair whack at 4:30 in the morning.
Are we buying this story, boys, or we think there was more? This sounds like a story you tell your parents when you actually got done by the cops and got driven home.
No, there was no arresting. It was all above board. I just needed a ride home.
Nice.
So Birmingham Police, they were extremely helpful. I will put them at 1.
There we go. Big Birmingham viewership on the show as well, so they'll be happy with that.
Yes, we trained at Aston Villa the next day. After that, I was a bit sheepish the next day, but got out to Aston Villa and was able to train there, which was a highlight of that trip for sure. Hawthorn Sis is my junior footy club. Kind of stiff to not have them at 1, but...
Now, before you rank this one as well, you guys had a DVD made after you won the premiership, and we got access to that. Let's just have a look at one of the clips from this little DVD they made.
Oh, no.
That we can keep winning and play as a team.
I get to play with Ed Richards, and he's a good footy player, and lots of other players.
Running the ball and kicking it to a person that's free.
Dodging.
Dodging?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hawthorns is great junior footy club to play for. I'll put them at 2.
There we go.
I mean, it's nice to see a few old faces as well from that team. Go on the next one. We got the Goat's Milk Bar. So we got Bonte's Milk Bar, Arthur's Milk Bar out in Kew. Just recently opened, actually. It's a great little establishment. I feel bad.
Did the boys get a discount there at all, or does he charge you full whack?
No, he's very generous. He's very generous. As you can probably imagine, he's had some pretty good contracts throughout his whole career. So, yeah, it is a great little spot. I don't know what's going to come next. I feel almost stiff. I've got to put it.
We've got to rank it above Rock's Old Cafe.
Well, yeah, we'll put it against there because what's that?
Okay, I hate to say it, but this could end in disaster.
This is a disaster, righto. So, okay, so we got Louis, Louis the Lip. Yeah, I mean, sort of stiff on Louis. He's obviously a Collingwood legend. He's not my grandfather though, so he's actually my great uncle. So my grandfather is Ronnie, just on the left there. So stiff on Lou. Obviously Collingwood great, but he's going at 5.
That all looks pretty common sense. Unfortunately, Lou's just got the short end of the stick there. But you're up, Jack.
All right. Gilligan's Bar. We've done some digging there. Being from Cairns, Gilligan's is the #1 nightclub up there. I think it's the #1 footy trip, obviously destination in Australia, I reckon. Good place.
What were you boys? You boys were giggling over here. We spent a bit of time at Gilligan's.
No, never been.
Try to stay away from there. I'll put that at 5.
Oh, come on. It goes off on a Tuesday night as well, from experience.
Yeah, all week, apparently. #2. Oh, yes. Chess Club. So, at the Cats, big on the chess. I'm not the greatest player, but we've had a few... I think Zach Toohey was on the show.
Zach Toohey, yeah. Brian Myers also right up there?
Yeah, Grind and Zach, they're probably 2 of the better players at the club. I think I wore it to Mad Monday last year.
There we go. Where do we go with that?
I'll put that at 4.
4, there we go. Working your way up. Eventually.
Don Bradman. Yeah, so there's a story behind this. Bit Bill Bowes is a relative of mine from England, played cricket for England back in the day, sort of medium pace bowler, and bowled Don Bradman for a golden duck on the MCG in the Melbourne series.
Duck. Golden duck.
Which not many people can say, I'd imagine. So, yeah, pretty cool story.
Unbelievable.
Some good bloodlines there. He went to the war actually halfway through his cricketing career, so didn't end up playing a lot of tests. I think he played maybe 15, but
it's a decent off-season.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll put that at 2.
2, wow.
Yeah.
So he bowled Donald Bradman out for a duck, and he's still, just in case pizza or something comes up, number 1, you'll leave him at 2.
I'm not sure if I'm going to regret leaving number 1 open, but we'll give it there from here. Futsal, yeah. Loved playing futsal growing up. Spent a lot of time sort of throughout my juniors played with a lot of schoolmates. Really enjoyed it. I still sort of kick the footy with a sort of open right foot. I feel my coaches have tried to fix that, but it's ingrained in me at the moment.
You made a national team for this as well, didn't you?
Yeah, probably when I was about 14,
I feel like you're
15.
underselling your futsal ability here.
Yeah, I mean, nationals for futsal can mean a few different things. I mean,
Where do we go?
I'll put that at 1. Yeah, I love futsal growing up.
Okay, so just the game of futsal above...
Sorry, Bill.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
Bench kebabs. Not sure how I feel about this. Pat was obviously hungry. He's been subbed off at 3/4 time, I think. And he's tucking into a kebab, so I'm not sure whose kebabs they are.
Would that have been an Uber Eats job, or is there a whole bunch? Because there's a lot of food back there, but usually you're not going to see something like a kebab.
No, it must have been our post-game meal, and he's gone down early and grabbed it, had a shower, and the old boys rested up on the bench there. So yeah, we're going to have to put that at 3.
Playing well enough to deserve it as well. Great job, fellas. You're taking home a prize pack as well for that great work. All thanks to Temper and Chemist Warehouse.
Pain Away, mild joint and muscle pain relief. Wakey Wakey for energy anytime, anywhere. Plus, Nighty Night to improve sleep quality. Sports nutrition and protein from INC. Fragrances from Crew by Bondi Perfume. Rexona, non-stop protection. Liquid IV, great tasting electrolyte hydration. Plus, 2 magnificent pillows, thanks to our friends at Temper, the only mattress and pillow company recognized by NASA.
Beautiful stuff. You're going to be hydrated. You can take your wakey wakey, be up all day, and then eventually, Ed, you can get to sleep on that beautiful Temper pillow.
Thanks very much.
We're going to cut to a break. Total Recall coming up next, going through some of your greatest moments in your career.
Players is brought to you by the new Macca's Big Arch Burger. It's for Big Macca's hunger. Pain Away, mild joint and muscle pain relief. Power on with Pain Away. And Polydent, refresh your mouthguard with Polydent. Shop now at Chemist Warehouse.
It's time for Total Recall. Thanks to INC Sports Nutrition, powering tomorrow today. We're going to relive some of the greatest moments in your storied careers so far. Now, let's go all the way back, Christian, to round 7, 2014. Your 7th game, you kicked the game-winning goal. How did this one feel?
Yeah, it was. I was actually the sub that day, and we were down by 40 points. So I thought I was going to be coming on to a pretty dull game, but the boys were able to string together a great comeback, and yeah, I was lucky to get on the end of it back in the days when I was a forward.
So you were a Bombers fan growing up as well, right? Was there any sense inside that this hurt to do to your old club?
Yeah, my uncle was still a mad Essendon supporter, and the day after I tried to give him a call, he screened me for about a week, and I went over to his house and he was pretty filthy, but yeah, it was crazy. Obviously a big Essendon fan growing up, and to kick the winner in the 7th game was, yeah, special.
Who did you guys support growing up?
I was a Pies man. I supported Collingwood growing up.
St Kilda.
Nice, St Kilda. And you mentioned you started as a sub. You started your first 4 games of your career as the sub.
Yeah.
Is that a nerve-wracking experience being the sub because you just don't know when you're going in?
Yeah. The second game I came on because I think back then with the concussion, you could bring someone on for 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, second game was at Adelaide Oval. One of the boys got concussed. I came on for 15 minutes. He passed it. I was back on the bench till the last quarter. So it was weird times, but yeah.
So is that a hard one? You're sort of hoping they fail the concussion test?
Nah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
What about you, Jack? Now, when you were in free agency, a lot of clubs wanted you. Hawthorn offered you a heap of money. Essendon said you can have James Hird's number. What did Geelong, do to get you over the line?
Yeah, well, it wasn't a farm. I'm still waiting for that. They were sort of interested from sort of halfway through the year. I was having a tough 2022, did my shoulder, and wasn't sure what was going to happen. So they always showed interest, and Pat Dangerfield was through my management at Connors. I spoke with him a couple of times, and Andrew Mackey, and always thought it was a great fit. And obviously going through the facilities there was a cool moment, meeting Hawk and obviously opposition players, but people you look up to.
That lifestyle in Geelong, because you've got really good player retention. Everyone that goes there seems to absolutely love it. How special is it just being able to get out there, you get a bit of land, you're not cooped up in a small apartment in the city?
Yeah, I feel like you get the best of both worlds. Obviously the city's an hour away, good golf courses down on the peninsula, not much traffic, it's pretty low key. Obviously a big footy club as well. Great fans, and I'm loving my time there.
Well, there's a Geelong recruitment pitch for any players that are tuning in on this one. What about you, Ed? We don't need to go far for you because you've had an absolute blinder of a season. The last quarter, sorry to do this one to you, Christian, the last quarter against Melbourne, you were very, very special.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a couple of good moments, really. Just lucky to get on the end of a couple. This one just sort of hiked it and probably should have passed it, but it went in. So it was... Yeah, it was a crazy last quarter. I mean, it's 5 lead changes. It was back and forth. Really could have gone either way. We were, just lucky enough to get on there. We needed to keep our season alive, really. Yeah. So that was the motivation going into the last quarter.
Now, the season you're having as well, right now, Champion Data, I believe, has you now, you've dropped down to second, only behind Bontempelli. So there's some pretty stiff competition there, but you're having yourself one of your best seasons. Yeah,
I mean, well, Bont's obviously... the best bulldog ever, or second best, as it was decided the other night for the 100 years of Bulldogs history. So I guess it's nice to be in the company just for the 1 year.
I told you before the show as well, but you are 2 great games away from being ranked in what they consider the immortal category of Champion Data. So for all the data nerds out there, watch this space for you over the next 2 weeks. But show and tell coming up next. We're going to take a quick break, but that'd be a nice club to be in. Gary Ablett. Sleep's been a bit all over the place lately, so I'm doing what I can to unwind at night. Nighty Night is formulated with ashwagandha, which is traditionally used in Ayurvedic medicine to reduce time to fall asleep and relieve all those symptoms of stress. Show and tell time, boys. Every week we ask you to bring in one thing that means a whole lot to you on a deep level, and then we bring one thing that we're going to auction off at the end of the season for My Room, the children's charity, which is coming up not too far. I think next week we'll know exactly when that auction is so we can give it to you. But Christian, what did you bring in?
Yep, well, I'll start with the boots to auction off. Just some game-worn boots, so you could tell they're pretty worn. So that's for the charity. Hopefully it goes well. And the sentimental thing is my under 15s or 16s? Yeah, under 15s jersey. We won the premiers that year, so it's pretty special. Angus Brayshaw also played in the team. Who I was lucky enough to play in the AFL Premiership with, so a bit of a connection there, which meant a lot.
Nice. Ed, what about you?
I also brought in a pair of boots. I wore these, can't say for too long, last year.
And just to prove how game worn these are, you have not even cleaned the dirt.
No, I didn't clean the dirt. I wore these in the elimination final last year, which we stunk it up against Hawthorn in. And that was about that's about as much as I've worn these. So that's probably still MCG turf on the bottom of my.
That's unbelievable.
From last year, so that's those. I kicked them absolutely shocking that day as well. This is an actual photo of my my popper. So this is Ronnie. I don't know if you can see that there, Ronnie. It's actually taken. I don't know if you'd see the back there. It's taken at the Oval in the UK in 1990. So Collingwood did an exhibition match there against Essendon. I think it was during the off-season in October there, but this is just a photo. He was obviously a big Collingwood man. He coached there. I think he coached 2 senior games, won both of them. Played 140 odd games for the Pies. So this is something I just got on the fridge at home. I actually got this given to me by a fan. So
oh wow.
The fan who was there, he took the photo that day. He gave it to me His name escapes me, but thank you very much for that. I do actually treasure this photo a lot. So
We need to bring back those sunglasses as well. Every
Yeah, they're
photo of
grouse,
people
aren't
back
they?
in that
Yeah.
era has the coolest sunglasses.
the tie and the shirt as well is pretty cool. The Collingwood emblems on it. They're pretty
It's back when fashion peaked. It's gone crazy now. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, similar to the boys. I've brought in my 100-game jersey, match worn. Still at the grippo on it. I like to put the grippo on the chest. So,
What
yeah,
is it?
that
The
one
grippo
there.
on the chest. That's the.
Oh, I don't know if you boys have seen my bowl wear grippo in a game, so obviously helps you grip the ball better. But I put it on my chest, so it's easy to access. Some boys put it on their shorts.
Do you guys use it at all?
Nah, I don't. A lot of the boys do, though.
Just go manual.
Yeah. And then something that is not very sentimental to me, but I enjoy collecting golf markers. There's one from Royal Melbourne, so I just got a handful of golf markers from where I've played around the world.
Anywhere from any windy golf courses?
Yeah, Barn Bugle's pretty windy down there in Tassie.
What's your favourite course?
We did a golf trip in New Zealand, and the Hills was an amazing course over there. So that was cool. And then Jack's Point, a lot of people might know, it's got amazing views of the sort of snow-capped mountains in the background and stuff like that. So
Beautiful stuff. That's all we got time for. Fantastic. Dirt on the bottom of the boots is a new record for items coming in. Fantastic job. We're going to be back next Monday. Whole new panel, whole new show. Zach too.